Good morning, everybody. In for Kate. Let's first talk about the right now. It is a gorgeous start to the morning. It's still pretty comfortable. And here's some good news. If you're at the shore, like over toward the Cape May and the lighthouse, you are not going to be under any sort of heat advisories or watches or warnings this week. The Jersey Shore will escape the worst of it. But if you're in the city, well, get ready because we have some of the hottest temperatures and the biggest stretch of hot weather that we've seen in sometimes over a decade. Right now, we're looking at comfortable temperatures. Cape May coming in at 75 degrees. Millville at 75. Over toward Dover, 77. Things are going to heat up pretty quickly now that we're getting into the mid-morning. Wilmington coming into the 70s at around 75 degrees. And over toward Philadelphia, we are in the 70s, getting into the 80s and eventually the 90s by the time we get into the next couple of hours. Let's talk about where we're at right now and where we're going to be going. For tomorrow, we're also going to stay on the hot side to start things off, but by the afternoon, we could be well into the, we'll say, low and middle 90s, and that's why we have a heat advisory in effect. That means that all these areas in orange could receive not only temperatures well into the 90s, but with that humidity, feels like temperatures between 100 and 102. Then we talk about the excessive heat watch. That goes into effect starting Wednesday all the way through Saturday, where we, including the city of Philadelphia, could feel as hot as 106. And that will take us all the way into the weekend. There's the Ocean City Boardwalk. So nice seeing so many people enjoying the beautiful weather. By the way, don't forget the sunscreen, at least an SPF of 30, if not 50. That's even better. Temperatures right now feel like they're almost 80 degrees across much of the area. So just make sure to get out there, stay hydrated today, and make sure to wear not just the sunscreen, but also hat protection, things like that. Now, we've been talking about the heat and humidity combining, right? Well, right now, our current dew point is 62. That's still on the, we'll say, relatively humid side. But if once it gets into the upper 60s or 70 or higher, that's when it gets really muggy, really soupy. Here's some spot of good news, is that by the time we get into the heart of this week and into the end of the week, we're likely only to stay in the 60s for our dew points. Sure, it is going to be uncomfortable. It is going to be muggy, but it's not going to be like if we were in Florida or Louisiana. So that's the good news there. It could be a lot worse, but we're certainly going to be looking at things getting on the toasty side the next few days. The clouds on the radar show that we really don't have a bunch of anything across the area. Rain to the north, high pressure right on top of us, and that's going to keep us relatively dry with virtually no chances of rain across the area from the mountains to the shore to the city all the way through this week and likely even into the first part of the weekend. So mostly clear skies right now, mostly sunny this afternoon. Tonight we start to see more of a south breeze kicking up anywhere between 10 and 15, which is why overnight and into tomorrow morning you're really going to start to feel it. I call it air you can wear. It's not going to be very comfortable at all. Today 90 degrees, 78 at the shore, the Lehigh Valley coming in at 89 degrees. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast now. Let's talk about the rest of the week because we start things off around 90, tomorrow 94, and then we're in the mid-90s and even upper 90s all the way through the end of the week, guys. It is going to be very, very hot, and somebody by Friday and Saturday could even hit 100 degrees in the Philly area. We'll be back into the low to middle 90s Sunday and potentially a chance to cool down with a chance for a few showers and maybe some thunderstorms by the end of the weekend.